Welcome back to Off the Record, where we talk about whatever we want. And that was a great question off camera. You were asking if, well, Bart, you were talking about how, give us the glove analogy.
Yeah,
again. That was
go
great.
ahead.
So I was saying that I think it'd be really hard for me to date again if, like, let's say me and Gio broke up. Because I think when you're in a marriage, you get so comfortable with each other. It's almost as if like a hand that was wearing a glove for like a year straight. The glove is conformed to the hand is conformed to the glove. It's what the hand knows. And it's all wet and mushy inside. So now you pull out this hand and now you gotta find like a brand new like baseball glove to stick it into.
I love that an analogy because it's like the divorce is disgusting.
And it's also like taking some skin cells with you.
Yeah, yeah, and then now you're like, okay,
right?
which glove do I put it in? That's all fucking stiff. You're like, ugh, I don't know, I'll just dry it out by myself.
And also the way that you describe your marriage, I'm sure Gio's living in a fucking dream.
A dirty old leather glove.
She could be the hand, I'll be the glove. I don't care.
There you go.
You're not excited to find a nice, moist, warm, wet glove to stick your hand in?
Yeah.
Ew. And then what was your question about?
Oh yeah. So because, you know, most of you guys here were in like, you know, long-term relationships before, you know, getting married. It's like at one point do you guys get that little like, okay, this is it, this is the minute, like, let's get married? Like, what made you guys feel that way or say like, this is the perfect time?
For me, I think we knew like in the first month, which is pretty crazy.
Wait, of dating?
Yeah.
Shut your mouth. I love it. Wait, did she say she felt the same way?
Yeah, yeah.
Aww.
And how long were you guys together by the time you got married?
Yeah.
By the time we got married, so I think we got married 2016.
That's nice.
So 8 years?
That is wild.
Yeah, and I think that's the reason why we never got married sooner, because we didn't even feel like we need to. You know, it was like we were just, I think we knew, and we never really connected that hard with anyone else we've ever dated within that time. So we just kind of knew we were gonna be together forever. And it wasn't until like we started wanting to plan kids, and then kind of for like the sake of our parents, they're more traditional, and they'll be like, "Why do you have kids without getting married?" So we're like, "Okay, let's like kind of play this familial game," and then so that's why we ended up getting married. But then that's why I never even proposed or anything.
I was gonna say, so yeah, if your parents didn't say anything, do you guys just think you guys would have just kept going with the flow?
Maybe, but I think we probably would have gotten married after we had a kid.
Yeah.
Because I think, although it doesn't mean anything to us, I think sentimentally or emotionally, I think in the world, there's a different view of like people that have officially committed themselves to each other. So I think in terms of that and communicating with the world, I think that's helpful.
Okay. Yeah. What about you guys?
I don't know. Just felt right at the time. I don't know. I think it was more like, so like there is a bit of like social construct that goes into it too, where it's like, okay, I'm at the age where I guess everyone gets married, and then you're like, you think back to your parents at the age that they got married, and you're like, so all that kind of informs you of what the next step should be, but then it's not the only thing though, you know, so then there's like the compatibility, there's the, like where our life was at, and for us we had a kid, we had Isaac, and so I think Isaac was for me was a really big decision to like pop the question and to help you know, stabilize our foundation, you know, like for ourselves and for Isaac. So that was a big part of it. Yeah.
You're married as well?
I'm married. Knew the first date. It was fucking fireworks.
First date?
Fireworks as a motherfucker. It's like they always say. It's all the memes and shit where they're like, you just know and all that bullshit. Yeah, yeah. It really is like.
So you bust like 3 times.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
He busted my heart and balls.
I sure did.
Mind, heart, and balls.
But then we
you know, it's like on the date when you're just having conversation.
Yeah, was it just like a little click moment?
Yeah.
That moment.
It was really good.
When he was doing doggy style.
Yeah, when I was pulling her hair doggy style. Yeah.
You're like, this is the one!
And then I remember she texted her friend like near the end of our date. Like her friend's like, how's it going? And she's like, you want steak or chicken at the wedding?
Wow, shut up!
It was both sides, like,
Cute.
That's awesome,
Love
dude.
it. Send that energy my way.
Damn.
I love it.
You knew without a doubt. You're like, this is the one. No more after this one.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely was scared as fuck.
Yeah.
Because I had just gotten out of a long-term relationship like 9 days prior or something.
Shut up, 9. Wow.
I was in that one for like 4 years or something. So I was definitely fucking scared. I was like, this is crazy. I'm gonna get locked down already. But it was just, I couldn't wait to see her again. You know?
Aw, see that right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, I think we knew within the first month, and I think what really sealed the deal was at that time, so she's a year older than me. At that time, that's when me and Joe were graduating college, and we were kind of at a crossroads. Like, are we going to find a full-time regular job or pursue this whole YouTube thing? Like, what are we gonna do? And then she has already been a career woman at this time. Like, she worked at a bank.
Woman of the world.
Yeah, and then so she was like, and I think she could sense like just this confusion and kind of this frustration of me not knowing what to do, because I just spent 4 years in college and I'm gonna throw my degree away, or do I continue to go to like med school? And then so she was like, hey, like, why don't you just go and be an artist and I'll just support you.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, damn, either you're dumb as fuck, this is real love.
You're like, I don't respect you?
Because I was like, you're gonna support me? I'm like, I could just run off with your money, you dumb.
You're all judging her like, you are gonna pay for this loser right here?
Yeah.
How irresponsible.
That's funny.
Her ROI is looking pretty good now, though.
Yeah, but then
She saw something that
but
you
then I
didn't.
had like fucking heart eye emojis after, and I was like, oh man, she's for sure is the one.
Oh,
Yeah.
cute.
Love
That's
it, love
awesome.
it. And then being that you guys are all married and stuff, like, best decision y'all made? Would you recommend it?
Gets better and better. Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, everyone's currently married, so of course we would say yes.
No, she's here, so I have to say it.
Because, like, how he was saying earlier that it's like he could have been cool with just them having their own commitment without that on top of it. So it's like, hey, you never know.
You know, before I got married, I definitely, you always think of that about it like it's just great, grand thing and all this shit. But when I got inside of a marriage, I realized that what's cool about it is that this person is officially dedicated to you.
Yeah.
And it just made me want to do more for her.
I love that. Go ahead.
Dude, speaking about the fear though, like I remember when we first started dating, I also had just gotten out of like a super serious relationship a month before we started dating, and I was like, fuck commitment.
Yeah.
I need me time. I had been in a relationship since I was 16. Like there was 2 guys before Casey, and then it was like
At the same time.
not at the same time. I was 16, and then it was like
One in the front and one in the back.
and then 1 month of singlehood, and then another relationship, and then another month, and then getting in with Casey, and I was like, no, this is only gonna be a fling. This can't be a fucking.
I'm gonna have my whole phase.
Yeah, I need to have a hoe phase. I never had it, so I was just like, I need to have some freedom, right? And so, but the thing is, like with us dating or whatever, I was fucking scared because I felt like an intuition, gut feeling, like, oh damn, this is gonna be. I think like this is gonna be the one. Like this, I didn't know how, like logically, to tell you
How to explain
how.
it.
Yeah.
Because it's like this weird feeling of just knowing, like, I can't control this.
Ooh.
This is gonna happen.
It's a little scary but exciting. I like
It just felt right.
It just felt like it was gonna happen, and I really, it was out of my hands. Another example of this
And
feeling
you never
that I've
felt
had,
this with any other relationship?
not with the relationship, but I have had this feeling with a different aspect of my life. So when I was a really little girl, like super little girl, I always had this weird gut feeling that eventually in my adulthood, I didn't know how, I didn't know when, I didn't know why, but I always had this gut feeling that I was gonna be widely known.
it. Okay.
I didn't know how that was gonna happen. I just had a gut feeling that a lot of people around the world were gonna know who I am. And it scared the shit out of me. And I was like, I don't know how the fuck this is gonna come true, or I don't even know where this feeling is coming from, but I just know that that's where I'm headed. And then that's a similar feeling that I had when I started dating Casey. I started getting scared. I'm like, oh shit, this is where we're heading. Like I couldn't even put into words to tell you like I'm gonna eventually marry this guy. I couldn't even say that back then.
Yeah.
But it was more like, I just know that this is heading to something serious. And in the beginning of our relationship, because I just wanted it to just be a fling and like not be attached, I remember feeling really sad. Like really sad that eventually our relationship, like logically speaking, our relationship was gonna end.
Because you were going into it as the whole face. So you know it's supposed to be temporary.
Yeah, so then like
that's a great test.
Knowing that I was gonna eventually have to end it with him, like it would make me so fucking sad. Oh. So then I was like, oh shit, I think that...
Did you walk up to the mirror and touch it? Don't you fucking dare.
Did you go up to Casey and be like, I'm sorry, I have to go be a hoe now?
I committed this year.
I must continue on my hoe.
Yeah, I gotta go on my hoe journey.
Yeah. I just could never end it. And there was a million different moments that I could have. Like, it was just like...
Imagine if she would have been like a million other guys.
I had so many dick choices.
There were just plenty of reasons, plenty of moments where it's like, okay, this is a good, like, end the chapter.
Right. She was like, today, dump him. No.
But like, it just never happened. And then I'm glad it didn't happen. Because then we ended up growing together and like being better versions of ourselves.
Yeah.
I love love.
This episode is brought to you by Raycon. You know what's one of the things that I freaking hate?
What?
When I go to the gym and they play some whack-ass music.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
So I take my pre-workout, I'm ready to rock and roll, and they play some freaking like soft jazz or something.
Yeah, it's like, give me some polka.
Yeah, give me some polka. Something's gonna, make my shoulders go up and down.
Yeah.
And so I've been really happy with my Raycon wireless earbuds because I pop them in. They're wireless, so it doesn't get snagged up in my weight belt, because that's happened to me before, where I have a wire, and then I close my weight belt, and it catches it, and it cuts it in half, and then now I don't have music the whole time that I'm there. Also, it's sweat resistant, so that when I put it on, like if I'm jogging on the treadmill and going fast, it won't pop out, because there are a lot of earbuds out there that fall out. And the most important thing that I like about them is it lasts up to 6 hours.
That's the coolest.
Because sometimes I put in earbuds and I don't know why, like one of them will go out, so I'm listening to music out of one ear, and then later both of them go out. So if you're like me and you do go to gyms sometimes that don't play the best music, put them in your ears and you can play your own music and you have the best workout.
For me, I like to use it for sleeping when we have sleepovers, or like when you're camping with friends and people are snoring or whatever, right?
So annoying.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
And most earbuds, they are hella uncomfortable if you're a side sleeper.
That's true.
Because you're on the pillow like this, and you're like getting ear jammed, you're like, oh my God, I don't like this. But Raycon earbuds are super duper soft. And so I like that, and that's what I use it for. And you guys can have this too, because they are offering 15% off all products. Just all you gotta do is go to buyraycon.com/offtherecord. That's 15% off all of it, okay? It's not just one item. It's you go on, you could buy one for your friend, you can get accessories, whatever, right? All of this stuff is 15% off on your order. So go buyraycon.com/offtherecord.
Yeah, you know what it was for me too? You know how I always say I can see the world in your eyes or whatever? Like, lame ass line or whatever.
Oh, that was really sweet till you threw it the fuck away.
Yeah, I was like, that's awesome. That's romantic.
You got shy, guys.
It can't get too sweet in here, guys.
What do you mean you see the world in our eyes?
I don't know, it's just like I look at her and it's like
life.
there's like a future somehow, and it's like a feeling, and then like with my previous partners, like I look at their faces and I'm
all you saw was that day.
and I was just like, it's that day, and then I'm like, I don't like how your face is gonna age.
Oh
and
no!
I don't want to wake up next to that future. I don't know, and like I don't.
But it makes sense.
But you like the way your face is gonna age, don't you know?
Like it just feels homey. It just feels.
Take that as a compliment.
Well, you could do that test with the IG filters now.
The grandma grandpa filter.
Yeah. Damn, so that was it. It was just like, okay, life told me I need to get married, and I like the way you're gonna age.
Yeah, but I mean,
Wait, was it
there's a connection thing too.
But was it like you saw a pic of her mom and you were like, all right, she's gonna age well? Or is it like, nah, I just know?
Good.
And she found Bitcoin that she lost.
Yeah, my mom heard about Bitcoin when it was worth $100.
Shut up. Go ahead, Mom. Hey.
What other feelings have you had that's like this strong? So like the being widely known, and then also Casey.
Our house.
Oh, for real?
You knew it was gonna be that house?
Yes, I knew
What
it.
is the feeling? Is it like a little tingly sensation, or is it like a
weird,
gut feeling?
Not gas?
It's like not
Has gas during these big moments.
She's like, oh, I have a fucking omen.
No, it's so strange. So our home that we bought into this brand new development of a community, and so we walked into the model home, and that was the very first place we saw in our home search. Okay. And so I just remember walking in and I'm like,
This is the one.
This is it. Like
Right here.
I can't control what the universe wants. I can't control it because there was even a moment where we were considering pulling out after we had already like put the deposit in and all this stuff, and I was like, okay, well, let's see, like, let's try pulling out whatever it is. But I always felt it in my gut, like, I'm gonna live here. I don't know why, I don't know how, I don't know how to control it.
Did you have the same feeling when you saw the home? You were like, this is
yeah. Honestly, it was one of those where you walk in, and for me, it was like, oh, it can't be. It's the first thing we saw.
Yeah.
You know, we should probably shop around, find some options. You know, like I was getting freaked out by how like much we wanted this one. Yeah, I was like, no way. And
yeah, but it's like a matter of fact kind of feeling. It's a matter of fact. I'm gonna live here, and it's not like I'm putting that intention on it. It's just like I'm receiving that. I don't know how to explain it. So
Same thing happened to me when I walked in on my place, except it was when I heard the price. I was like, oh.
You're like, this is the price I've been looking for.
Yay.
This is the one.
That's right.
That was the one. So the house before we settled on, before this current Vegas house, there was another one that we were actually gonna put an offer in on, and then that was the one I heard the price. I'm like, we gotta make this one work.
Maybe it's the one.
This is the one, and then. But like, I think logically it made sense to Gio.
But emotionally, she was like,
No, and emotionally it wasn't. And then, so I was talking to our real estate agent there, and for her, she's trying to make, like, the quicker the sale, for every agent, the quicker the sale, the better, right? But even for her, she was like, if it doesn't feel right, I wouldn't do it.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's crazy. And I'm like, and then she was saying that, like, and both her and my agent here, they say, like, whatever you can put the specs down on paper, and it could be the best deal in the world or whatever, but if it doesn't feel right, it's gonna feel like torture living in there. And I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, are you guys dumb too? You guys trying to give away more money?
guys will pull a sleeping bag out and be like, I'll make this work.
And it's all
I'll make the dreams work.
Yeah, and I'm like, ugh. And I felt like, almost like buyer's remorse, even though we didn't buy it. But then when the new
Discount
one
remorse?
and we walked in, I'm like, oh shit, I'm so glad we didn't get that one.
Oh, that's tight.
This one was like, it knocked both of us off our feet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
that's
just crazy.
why, because
Yeah.
of these gut feelings that I've always had throughout life, like I just kind of let myself get pulled by destiny. I'm just like, oh, okay, I'm going this way. All right, cool.
When is it gonna tell you about $1 million that you're gonna get pulled to?
Oh yeah, tell me.
feel
I don't
about
think
Bitcoin?
I'm not. I genuinely.
When should we sell?
I feel this
Yeah.
in my gut, guys.
I got my coin, but
I'm not meant to be a rich person. I'm not meant to be a millionaire. I'm not meant to live a crazy lavish
You got a
life.
strong feeling
That's not
about
in
that?
my cards. That's not in my cards.
But you're doing pretty well.
Yeah.
You're rich compared to like most people.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very grateful for what I have, and
You drove a Tesla, dude. You're doing
Yeah.
pretty good.
but it's the affordable Tesla.
Yeah.
Not like
So if you get
the
like a-
Model X or S or whatever.
So
like
if you get
way
a
up there.
fat ass brand deal, you go, oh my god.
That's too much.
No.
Too rich.
No, yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's not the life that's meant for me.
All right, I need another warlock friend that has gut feelings of money. That's gonna help me out. Because I have stupid omens too.
You have stupid omens too?
Yeah, I predicted Biden was gonna win in my dream.
Oh, that's right. You did tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do have omens, yeah.
Really early.
That's crazy, yeah.
Yeah. I saw the richest cousins that I have go through bankruptcy in my dream.
Shut
And I was
up.
like, and I was talking to her like, I had the funniest dream. I was like, you guys were going through a hard time and then with money and you guys were going bankrupt. And she's hella like mystical and shit.
Oh,
She's
no.
like, I'm sorry you had to see that. I was like, what the fuck?
I'm like, so you're confirming I'm right.
And then finds out it was true. I know.
How early on was the dream before it happened?
Already in the shit, or it's like,
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like it was already happening that they were bankrupt, and then like you had the dream, you just didn't know, but you had the dream.
Yeah, that was happening, but I had the dream.
Does,
and
your,
then I
does
had
your cousin only talk in fortune cookie?
And in the Biden one, I told you guys.
Yeah, I remember.
That was during the election, and I was like, it seemed like it was at a place where no one knew yet. And I was like, I had a dream where he was on TV and accepting a speech. I mean, the acceptance speech and doing all that.
Comes out and sings and all that.
Yeah.
J-Lo's ass looking good, by the way.
Yeah. But I was like, I don't know, guys. You know, it's just a dream. I don't know if it's real, whatever.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I should have bet on it, dude.
All of my dreams are useless. So I've been having like dog fever because I haven't had a dog in a while. And
I thought like literal like fever and you called
like
the dog.
swine flu?
Yeah.
No, so I had a dream where I was sitting on the toilet, and one of my favorite things is when you're pooping, like your dog comes and visits you because you're like, where are you at right now?
You
know?
poop with the door open?
Yeah. So I'm pooping, and this dog that comes in, it was I don't know, maybe like a German Shepherd size, and then one of my favorite dog colors is when like all of the dog is one color, but then the snout is black. So it's like brown, and then the snout was black. So I saw the silhouette of this dog, and it was like a puppy, and I'm like, oh, that's so cute. And I'm like, babe, did you get a fucking puppy? And then that's when the dog turns around and has Chinese eyes on the dog. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
You got a Chinese dog?
And then I woke up, and I'm like, that's my omen.
So you're gonna have a Chinese dog baby?
Maybe, I don't know. Chinese Shepherd?
Wait, what's the omen?
I don't know. It's not like not Biden winning.
You just told us a dream you had.
Yeah.
That's it.
He has a result.
Oh, I don't know.
He has many results.
I know. He just had a
He
dream.
just fucking told us about his dream.
Yeah, because the other day I had a dream where Taika was, his son was way taller and bigger than I was at his baby form.
Okay.
Like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And I don't think that's an omen, though.
Yeah, it's not far off. I mean, he's a big baby.
He's a big ass baby.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. These gut feelings are always fun to try to like decipher. I'm like, oh, what does this one mean? Like, where is this one taking me?
And is it like a good feeling, or is it like, does it feel like you're anxious? Like what? Or it's like you just feel confident about this?
Anxious.
Anxious, okay.
It makes me feel nervous because I get scared of it coming true.
And it's
then
too
I get
strong.
scared.
How are you scared of a house coming true?
No, I get scared of like
the
how the fuck do I know this?
Oh.
I'm scared of that. I'm scared of like, how do I know this? It's fucking scary.
I'm gonna buy this house. Oh
No, yeah.
No, I'm not gonna be a millionaire. That one I'm scared of.
no. That is kind of scary.
That one
I
I'm
have this
like,
gut feeling that I'm not gonna be rich.
no, that one I'm so okay with. Like, I'm so like,
I don't want money.
good. More money, more problems. I'm good.
True.
That's scary.
True that.
Does that go like, fuck, my fucking wife is not gonna make money?
Not this way.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
Or do you have the same gut feel?
I'm not a big lavish person either. Like the older I get, the less like lavish things I care about.
Yeah.
Low key kind of people. I don't know.
I'm the guy with the wife that drives a Tesla, but I drive a Jetta still, like an 8-year-old Jetta, and it's like literally breaking down. I'm like, yeah, fuck it, whatever.
And the wife has been telling you to get your dream car for the last 6 years.
What's the dream car?
Oh, I'm trying to get a Kia Telluride, brand new SUV.
Yeah, that's like the aim car, but your dream car.
It's a Jeep, right?
Oh, dream
good
car?
Jeep.
There's a bunch of them. I don't
Look
know.
at his eyes lit up.
It's an infinite list. Where do we begin?
His wife has been telling
The
him.
top of the list, Aston Martin.
Woo!
Right now, Casey.
No, you're not gonna get married to her. That's impossible.
That's true. She's gonna take your wealth away with her luck.
She doesn't want to be able to get an Aston Martin.
That's true.
Oh, true.
No, I mean, he could have it.
So he could be rich, but for
I could be a
you.
millionaire. I get to keep the
go
money.
for it.
You're gonna have to split it.
It's fine. I'm fine living a nice, humble
We're very
life.
simple people. Oh yeah, Aston Martin, bro. Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah, give me that car, bro.